Hi folks, I'm going to show you how to export your works cited information from Noodle Tools into your MLA formatted paper document. So what you want to do is make sure first of all that you are in the correct project. You don't want to create a works cited page from your history project last year, so make sure you're in the current one. And then just select the Sources tab. Now this is the magical moment in Noodle Tools that I always tell people about. If you've done things the old-fashioned way, um, this process really used to take a long time to get everything just right. The beauty of Noodle Tools is that if I have all of my information in here correctly, so I've spelled everything right, I've included every chunk of information that is available for each source. If I've done that correctly, then this is really going to take a lot of the pain out of that process. So what you want to do, so once you make sure that everything is as good as it can be, I like to just use print export to Google Docs, and we're actually going to copy and paste this information. So what it's doing right now as it loads is setting everything up into a beautifully formatted works cited page. If you end up with something that looks roughly like this, you're probably in pretty good shape. Um, if you made some mistakes, those are going to be visible to whomever your teacher is. I can see one already right here, Green Haven. Maybe be able to tell. I can tell right now that should be Green Haven. So that looks like a mistake that I would probably want to go back in and fix in the original citation. But for right now, I'm just going to correct it on that page. And this is it. It probably doesn't look like much to you, but works cited is centered at the top. We've got second and third lines of each citation indented just the way they're supposed to be. Everything is going to be capitalized correctly and in the proper order. So this looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to do Control A to select all, Control C to copy, and then I'm going to go into my document where my research paper is, and usually this is going to be a full research paper, and I want to just hit enter until I get down to the top of my last page. Now we're going to have to pretend here that I've already pasted in for this assignment. We're doing a script instead of a formal full research paper. So let's imagine I pasted my script in here and I've got my in-text citations that tell where all of the information, the specific information I used in my script is. Now this works cited page, I'm going to do Control V to paste it in there. And I want to make sure it's right up at the top of this page, and it looks like it's good. Now, any of those in-text citations, if my teacher or my audience wants to take a look at some of this information and where it came from, they can very easily just look down my nicely alphabetized works cited page. So I just paste that in. If you make any changes to the text above this and it ends up, let's say I add a few sentences or I make some changes in here before I finally turn mine in. Now you can see there's this big gap here, which doesn't mean much to you maybe, but you do want to get rid of that because now my works cited page that did look so nice isn't quite in the right spot. So make sure that before you print your final copy, you get that works cited right back up to the top of that page. All right. If you have any other questions or any problems, make sure you come and see me. Thank you very much.